Dzień dobry, assalamu alaikum, ciao, konnichiwa, bonjour, hola, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you today on the hottest day of the year? It's already 30 degrees out there and it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Looking at my watch, I'm looking at my watch. It's 10, of course it's 10. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Did you see the leaders debate yesterday? Interesting. Is it really? Well, much the same though, wasn't it? I thought Kemi was a little bit of a shake up though. She could shake things up, but I got a feeling she'd be knocked out next round. We'll see. Probably Rishi was the best orator out of the bunch of them, but I'm not sure people want more of the same. Be interesting to see what goes on there. Now, in terms of the weather, obviously hottest day of the year today. What can you do about it? Well, the most important thing, if you don't have fans, obviously if you've got fans and air conditioning particularly, then you're lucky and very fortunate. We're fortunate here, although I've got this lovely beach behind me. In fact, we're in this office in southwest London and it's mostly glass. And that's the problem. Now, that's the thing about the way we're designing houses today and offices. Do you know 10% of the world's energy is spent on not heating, but actually air conditioning? And one of the reasons for that is that we have this obsession with making everything glass. And by making everything glass, when it's hot, it's too hot. What can you do about it? Well, the first thing is cross ventilation can really make a difference. So if you do have a window at the back of your house and one at the front of the house, make sure you open the one at the back, security allowing, so that you get that cross ventilation through your house to try and cool it down. If you've got a fan, try putting some ice in front of the fan so that it can waft that cool air towards you, preferably extracting air and then pushing it out towards that cross ventilation area so you can suck through the air from outside, and hopefully that will help you to cool down a bit. But this obsession with glass is a bit of a problem. And in the future, I think we'll find people going back to perhaps more traditional ways. In fact, there is a school of thought that we should be going back to the more kind of farmhouse way of doing things, where you have external shutters. You know, in Europe, if you look in Spain, for instance, particularly, external shutters have always been the thing. You know, you put a shutter on the outside of the glass. That way, the heat never hits the glass and therefore it doesn't heat the house. It's logical when you think about it that here in the UK, it's never really been hot enough, allegedly. But now with global warming and everything else, and days like today, it really does make you think. You know, my colleagues just had a notification from the local authority. They're doing tarmacking outside of his house. Can you imagine tarmacking when it's going to be 40 degrees? It will melt. There'll be footprints in it. Only the local authority could do that. Unbelievable. As far as the market's concerned, what's hotter, the market or the weather? That's a big question. Here in the suburbs, there's been a bit of a flip around. You know, everybody's been doing this exodus towards the country and everything else. Now, all of a sudden, London is back. It's open. It's doing business. And people want to be back here. And so all of a sudden, now the suburbs are more popular than the out of town places. So very much now we're finding that the market is still hot, particularly for 3-bedroom houses. There's a desperate need for more. If you're thinking of moving and you have one, you're thinking of selling, it's a sweet spot right now. So it could be a really good time for you to move on. Of course, finding property is another thing. And that's the other thing. People are using property finders more. I see in the news this morning more than ever. This is where you use an agent not to sell for you, but to actually find a property. Property finding service is something we've done for many years. In fact, it's something we do for all of our vendors. If you sell through us free of charge, we'll also help you find, because it may seem obvious, but there are things that can be done to help your search, and we can point you in the right direction on that. And we can even give you an opinion and even negotiate the price of the one you're buying if you're so inclined. So apart from that, yeah, really hot today. It's unbelievable. The guys in the office are all kind of casually dressed down a bit, which is great. It's what we expect and what we accept totally. It's one of those exceptional times, isn't it? So I hope you can bear with the heat today. Make sure you drink plenty of water, plenty of fluids there. Keep cool. And hopefully, it's not a tragedy, is it, the sunshine? Enjoy it. Wait till it's a bit cooler. Get yourself out in the air if you're lucky enough to be at work. If you're in work, I don't envy you on those trains, but I hope you can keep cool. Remember to bring a bottle of water with you if you're going home, especially on those trains. So thanks for watching today. Hope you have a fantastic day. Look after yourselves, and if you can, your family and friends. Ciao.